come to last night to mind where someone it is.
Yeah.
Because
I'll just tell them bits and bobs to do and then.
so
Yeah.
the
Maybe
big
call
knocking
and
at
store
door,
and
he says, is this
we
way
call
to
six or something.
fashion grow up Clowne?
People
I
need
said,
the
well, look
politics
at me,
of
you'll say
I don't think you would
Yeah,
mind.
can't tell.
Politics, so,
I don't NHS or anything, but I have posted the advert online.
Anybody want a sweet or strawberry sugar free? I know you'll want one because you don't say no to anything. Anything food wise, he doesn't. He pretends, Sharon, that he's thinking about it, but he isn't. He's already just made his mind up on it. So I said to him, I don't know why you bother asking you. Why just give it his well, you know. So why ask?
Right, are we all ready? We don't have to start.
I think we just need
started.
to say that this is reconvened from last Friday's meeting. So it was an adjournment, this is a reconvening, it's not a new meeting.
Yep. Everybody happy with that?
You're fine.
Yep. I think
If we could just for accuracy, Chair, if we could, I've got apologies for this reconvened meeting. I've got Councillor Richards and Councillor Yeoman. I've not got apologies for Councillor Lloyd. But
Sorry, that's me. I should have put. She'd already committed herself elsewhere.
all right, okay, yeah. So, I mean, obviously Council needs to accept the apologies for absence. So we could have a move and a seconder.
I'm moving. In a second.
Yeah.
All in favour?
Sorry, who seconded? Barbara. Thank you. And all in favour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. Right, that's just the procedure bit sorted.
So item 14, grit bins, Maxine.
It was Wesley that was saying that they used to have a grit bin and they don't have them anymore. And the council have said that it's up to Parish Council to provide them.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many other areas there are, but that was just one that had been brought to my attention.
Yeah, I looked into this some time ago and I think we have got powers to provide them, so. Is that right?
You have, Chair,
Yeah.
There's a few places in the way, I think down Root Lane,
Yeah.
they've been asking for one for a bit, but
I think, Chair, we've got 6 that we have acquired and that we fill from memory without looking at the asset register. The most recent was on where the, I think, was it recreation or is it the edge development? I can't, no, you refused the edge development, sorry. But yeah, they, to cost supply and first fill from Derbyshire County Council are about 380 quid plus that.
is that what bin then to fill it?
That's the bin supplied, cited and first fill of salt. After that we then have to do it. So
Do you want to make a motion on that, Nissan?
Should we be deferring it until winter comes? We're obviously not going to get it for this winter, are we?
I suppose so.
I don't know.
No, sorry. I'm about 4 months in.
It's, I mean, I would prefer, I mean, we can delay purchasing it, but if you make the decision now, or you can, it's up to you, you can defer it, but it's whether
if it's there and it's not used, it's might be vandalised there.
I think as things stand at the moment, I think it's probably better off for me deferring it until...
Well, I would have thought if we'd have made the decision to buy them and then if we do get some bad weather early on later this year, November, December, we don't have to bring it back to council, do we?
it's your call. So
We don't buy them yet.
Well, we're going to get to a stage where everybody's after grit bins in winter. Do we buy them now and get it out of the way?
Where do we store them?
What, buy them and store them somewhere?
Or you can put them down there. Let's. No.
buy it and store it. We've got a storage facility.
Yeah, they don't get them.
They might get pinched. That and Wesley said they'd had one and it had been pinched.
It's been pitched before.
No way of securing these down.
Only with sand.
I'm not sure whether they just, you know,
No,
it's
freestanding.
they're freestanding, I think,
Yeah.
and it's just the weight of the grit that's in them that, well, obviously if the grit is empty, the grit bin
Oh,
is
can we
empty.
The lids
pass
get
them on?
broken as well, don't they?
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, the lids get broken as well.
Could we pass a motion to purchase one for Wesley for starters and
But not put
delay
it down
purchase
yet.
until November?
Yeah.
Let me know.
You propose it, Max.
Yeah. Just one. Andrew and Wesley.
Are they cheaper more that you buy?
Don't think so. I think it is literally. I think they are subsidised at 370 quid by county. I think because they can get bulk buy-in and they have quite a large contract. You can imagine buying them for the whole of the county. They get a really good rate. So that's why it's always useful to go through county. I mean, we could buy them direct, but I don't think we'd get a grit bin filled, delivered and sighted for 300. I think the last one was 376 quid. It might have gone up a little bit, but
Or do you want to come back with some figures?
Can
We'll
do.
defer to next council
we've got
meeting
time.
with
Yeah.
an option of purchasing coming
Because
up to winter.
don't we, if we were getting them for Wesley, have we got any others out?
Yeah.
Out and
Worth
about.
asking people if.
You know,
I
there's
know Rood Lane were bad. But that's only
Station Road as well, that'd be.
There was one
There is
at the top
one
of
on
Station,
Station Road.
up on White Bridge.
All right.
The
And there's
one
one at the
there.
bottom.
Where's the bottom, sorry?
There's one at the bottom and there's one
Oh,
at the
there's
top.
already
Yeah.
there.
There's one at Brookhill, on Brookhill, because you have to have them on a slope.
there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's one on Brookhill and then there's one on Bridge at top, where it's buried off Bridge. Or
Oh,
bricks.
Just get one then.
What about Cliff Hill? Because that's, you know, it's spring going over Cliff Hill. That is dangerous. Because when that freezes, it's
Yeah.
like black
I'll
ice.
tell you what I think we have got down at Plesley Vale. I think, because I'm tied, I think I've recovered the grit bin that we've got outside of the parish house. We've got a grit bin there. It's not the best of condition, but at least
It's a great bin.
it's a grit bin, and I think it's in Plesley Vale from memory.
Oh,
So we have got one that's sat there doing nothing, so you could look at reallocating that
Yeah.
for one area, and if you want to buy any more, then either make the decision now or defer it until the time of year that it's appropriate to do it.
Shall we defer it to another meeting, do a bit of research where we need one in Clowne,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
come back with some proper ideas?
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
but I think it's a good idea.
So what's the resolution then, Chair, that you're
We're
going
going to defer this to next council meeting.
In the meantime, can you look at Pleasure Vale and see if we have got one?
Yeah, I'll check at Plesley Vale anyway, yeah.
So we're going to defer it to next council meeting. The council's
But that's only April, you know. We're not got, it's only, because this is obviously a follow-on meeting. Could we say a future meeting, just to give me enough time to get?
Yeah, there's no rush.
Is it mission critical that you have it for the April?
There might not be one in April.
Well, yeah. So if you just
say
say,
if you have to secure them, didn't you? If it's going to be happening all over, surely there's something secure. Yeah, let's put it for future. Let's put a date on it so it's not open-ended.
Yeah.
I'd prefer that. Then
yeah, that's
we've got
fine,
September.
yeah.
You say May.
May meeting,
Yeah.
Right.
May.
So May meeting.
So the council meeting for May,
Yeah.
there'll be the annual meeting of the council,
Yeah.
and there'll be the annual meeting
Oh,
of the
yeah.
parish, but then there'll be the normal business. So yeah, that's
So
fine.
we're going to defer that
Oh,
till
yeah.
May.
Yeah,
In May.
I just need a move
Doesn't
and a
matter. I
second.
think they'll go for it anyway.
Anybody opposing it? Glenn?
Yeah.
Second.
Councillor Hughes, seconded, Councillor David Dixon.
All in favour? Thank you.
Thank you.
If I could just ask if people you need, can we just mention that we're looking at, don't often pre-gripping obviously, but we are looking, so if anybody knows, just mention it to people.
Yeah.
Thank you. Item 15, correspondence received by council for information. So you've seen the letters, does anybody want to bring up or can we just pass that as received? Is everybody okay with the letters?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I propose that we accept those letters and receive for information. Have a second, please.
Councillor David Dixon.
All in favour? Thank you. Item 16, correspondence received by council for decision. Barber Junior Youth Club request for free use of Villa Park playing field for annual fundraising presentation event on the 6th of June 2020 from 12 till 9:30 p.m. We did support it last year.
That's correct, Chair, yeah.
So, during this event, some residents' bungalows, they've been having some trouble with footballs going over. They said at this event it got really, really bad. They said they were chucking cans over and everything, so it might be worth just saying.
I can
keep
specify
That's
whatever
if we go ahead.
conditions, if you approve
If
this,
we
I can
approve it.
specify what. I send them a full list of requirements anyway, like they must be insured from public insurance point of view, public liability. They must comply with the terms of the temporary events and all that sort of gubbins. And I can add in about, please be conscious of neighbours and balls going over and try and prevent it. And if you can't prevent it, please knock at the door and
Don't knock on the door.
No. Right.
Well, you just tell them not to knock on the door. Dan?
You know, if we're having the issue of all this.
Have I missed something? What about this?
And the council invested in sort of the same nets that they've got the cricket club, that go above the fence in, and it blocks off anything going over the fence. So this is
noted.
issue, obviously, because we've got teams there.
There's no decision
There is
required for
actually
it.
really high fencing. I don't know how high it is, but it's still volleying and open.
That's the thing though, but you can get a net to, like, if you go to the cricket club,
Yeah,
they've obviously got the nets in between each pillar.
There's no speakers, I can't hear everybody very well.
He's not going over, just getting hit by a net
no.
and jumping down, so would it be worth maybe having a look into that?
Go and have a look, see if you can, have a look, see if it's same nets as, because they have got nets, they must be 30 foot high.
They are. It's chain link. In the past, the previous councils over the years have extended. There must have been a recurring problem, and they have extended. And what you've got there is, like you say, it must be 30, 40 foot chain link. And there's occasions where, I mean, they must be really bad at shooting, because the ball literally needs to go up like that to get over. So
one of the problems is that the pictures that facing their back garden, so it might be an idea if we could look at swapping pictures so the goals aren't facing their back garden.
I did look at that, Chair.
Yeah.
When we only had 2 pictures, that was possible, but now we've got 3 to cover for all the different ages of the kiddies, because obviously Clowne comics play on there from under 9s through to under 16s. The only way we can configure it and accommodate the 3 sizes of pitch is to have them running a goal facing the bungalows and a goal facing the school. There's no other way of doing it without reducing the number of pitches. It would be my advice to you, having looked at this.
But we're for subject to be rambling, so if we can come back, so we've got a request for free use of Villa Park playing field for our new club raise and presentation event on Saturday the 6th of June 2020 from 12 till 9:30.
The bar and the community centre does really well from a business point of view, as you can imagine. They do go down and use the centre bar. They do provide their own catering, I think. I didn't go last year, but from all accounts, they have their own catering and all that.
So has any councillors got anything to say on the subject? Are we looking favourably on it?
Yep.
So we need a mover, please.
Councillor Hughes,
Seconder?
Councillor
Barbara.
Ellsworth.
All in favour? How much is it for? Oh, it's,
Yeah.
all in favour? Against?
It's carried,
Item 16.2, don't be a tosser campaign. It's written tidy.
Yeah.
Do we need a decision on this?
Well, it's this pack that you can purchase. I think Barbara have done it. It's not cheap, and there are different levels of buying. But if I do know that parishioners have mentioned about litter and litter management at successive parish council meetings, and I'm sure as parish councillors and district councillors you get it in there all the while. Well, there are publicity packs that you can buy into at different levels, which I did circulate to you, but they're not. It's not cheap.
We turned it down, didn't we?
We turned it down, and I'm going to say that.
No, this is this item.
Because surface and sewage do the same sort of thing, before, it's more of a, you said you should buy a pack, you do it and you do like challenges and stuff. I don't know if that's been
Never heard of
maybe a
that
cheaper
one,
alternative or something.
Just want to look at that. If you want. Maxine?
Balber have not agreed to do this because of the expense. It is so expensive. It's
eye-watering,
ridiculous. You know,
really.
you can just get posters done yourself, banners done here for 30, 40 quid. You know, without
Yeah.
going to this expense, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I
you
think
could,
we
you
all
could source
pay
some
for
local
that.
if you
We
wanted
could even do
to.
it at school, can't we get school involved and get
Yeah,
Yeah.
target kids who are actually doing it, get them to take some ownership over
Yeah.
it. So, we'll go back to your point after, Dan, but if we can take a vote on this, so are we in favour of joining Don't Be a Tosser campaign? It's a cracking name. All in favour? Against? That's it. Or do we need a proposal?
Well, I need a
Sorry.
proposal.
Sorry.
So, Councillor Walker, Councillor,
I'll propose
yeah,
it.
Bailey,
Seconder?
I'll second it.
That's it.
yeah. And the motion is that we do not participate in this campaign. And we look at,
That's it, that's motion then. Dan, do you want to bring that to council then? Yeah? If you get some information, bring it forward.
Yes, Sam.
Cheers, Tom. The council, so. 16.3, request to join Rural Market Towns Group with an annual subscription of £130. Has any council got any views on this? Mark? Yeah. I don't think they're all.
Yeah.
What do we get out of it?
Nothing as far as I can see.
I don't think we do we?
I think what you get is, you get lobbying power, you get this organisation by being part of this group who make the case for investment and, you know, other beneficial things for rural market towns.
David?
Alan?
We're doing exactly the same thing here at BDC.
Yeah.
You know, we're looking for money to put into towns. Why should we, you know, be doing it twice over?
Yeah.
It's
Should we just
crazy.
take it to a vote? We alright?
Yeah, of course you are, yeah.
Right. So, all in favour if we join rural market towns? All against? Thank you.
Was that anybody, was that all in favour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not.
I've not done it.
Yeah, joining, yeah, got it.
16.4, Armed Forces Covenant. Appendix 9. I've been in touch with Sappho about it. Does it actually cost us anything?
I don't think it,
No.
I don't think it costs you anything. It's just, essentially, it's a commitment from the parish council, the public authority, to support the armed forces. And by agreeing that, you sign a covenant, you can raise the profile of our armed forces.
Have we got to actually do anything? Is it going to tie us up to do, we've got to do something, or we've got
It's
to...
not my understanding.
No.
I mean, other than you make a commitment as part of the covenant that you
Yeah.
will support and look favourably on supporting armed forces. I mean, you do it anyway, don't you, really?
Do we have something like that with the logo on
Yeah.
that we hang up somewhere
Yeah.
to say that
Yeah, pretty much. You make a big splash out of it, yeah, and you have the covenant signed by the chair probably, and
I think we'll always sign.
yeah,
Always
yeah,
sign.
well, it'd be great. Yeah, we can make a big deal out of it and show support for the armed forces.
As long as it's not tying us into what you just said favourably, we can't look favourably at any one thing, can we?
Right.
Sorry, Bob.
Section 2, it says the suggested draft pledges, please delete, add or change any to suit your circumstances. That one's going to count, yeah. We don't want to point an armed forces champion, you know.
No. Well, I don't know. I think it's council. We will.
Oh,
Shall we go to each point as we go on? Or we're still discussing the actual covenant? I'm just scared that we're going to tie ourselves into doing something.
I'm going to say you can see money being involved somewhere down the line,
Yeah.
can't you?
Plus, if it's saying that we've got to look more favourably at an ex-serviceman, I'm sure we would anyway, but as a councillor, we're not supposed to be doing that, are we?
Ross? I think as BDC follow this as well.
Yeah.
They've signed and yes, they do look favourably, you know, in housing allocation, etc. You know,
Yeah, that's
so they are basically signed up to this. But I suppose at the end of the day, we don't allocate housing. But yeah, it's whether encouraging armed forces charities and stuff like that. I don't know.
No.
I don't know whether it's really for us, is it?
I mean, most of it, if you look at it, is encouraging or recognising or promoting or appointing. It's not.
So if we go through section 2.1, isn't it? Is that what we're
I think they're the commitments,
Yeah.
aren't they? Yeah.
Or spot about?
Yeah, that's, you've got to sign something.
Yeah. So if we look at, it says to delete, hang on, following any subjects are suggested draft pledges, please delete, add or change any to some circumstances. Your covenant may be reviewed and pledges changed at any time in the future to reflect changing circumstances. So the first one, we appoint an armed forces champion. Do we
Yeah,
want
but it says
to?
who will raise awareness for armed forces and signpost the armed force community when needed advice and guidance. So it's someone who's going to help other armed forces who have come out who are needing help and guidance. I think it says here, we can delete and shape it to how we want to shape it. Maybe we could rename that to the champion armed forces guidance officer for Parish, for Clowne Parish.
But do we actually want to set? Well, does anybody here want to be an armed forces champion?
We could put Ian forward, couldn't we? Seeing as he's
though he's not here.
ex-forces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll volunteer for a few things.
Yeah. I think it would actually, to be fair.
It would, if
Yeah, but
you
we can't.
Do you want to defer it?
defer it to.
Well, let's go through it. Do we actually need an armed forces champion? Can we not direct? They've come to Bowles Over District Council's taking it on, haven't they? So we can direct them to Bowles Over, Dave.
I'm sure they have. I don't know why they're bringing it down to parish level. I don't know. I don't see the real advantage.
No.
I don't know.
I think most of it we do. This is just good manners, isn't it?
I think it is just framing what you already do. I don't think there's anything on here that you'd object to.
But how are we going to encourage local business to support the employment? I think we have to dodgy ground.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if they've taken the. Sorry.
So,
I know there's a couple of people in Clowne that work for SAFA anyway. They do amazing work for whatever force they're in. So it just seems a bit.
yeah, I don't know what the after is, that's the thing. Dan?
Right, reading this off the top, right, it does say that we can delete and change to our circumstances. So, we're reading through these saying, oh, we already did this already, we could change this how we want to do it and how we want to help the armed forces coming out. So, I think going off first glance and saying we do this already is correct, we do this already, but at the same time, we could mould this into something that actually could really help a lot of people coming out of the armed forces who maybe come through Clowne, even if it's just for a little bit, then they know that as a parish council we have stuff in place that is set in stone that we help armed forces, whether it be whatever branch they were in. But as I said, we can, if we sign up to it, we can change it how we want. So I think it's a bit, I just think we need to read small print, and then I think the best thing we do for this is maybe take it away. If we agree to take it on, I think then we take it away and we really deconstruct it and try and build something that is different to what Bolsover's got, but also can help a lot of people who do come out of the armed forces, not just for employment or for events and stuff, but also those who maybe are struggling quite badly with PTSD and stuff like that. And that's my view on it anyway.
So a good signpost people.
I just look at the two principles that they've got here, and it says no member of the armed forces community should face a disadvantage in provision of public.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Section 1.
And I don't see how we can influence that at all. We would not.
No, should fix the setbacks. See, I don't-
And the second principle as well. To me, this is not for us. We can't influence any of those two principles. And that 2.1 is based around those two principles. And to me, we don't fit either.
Yeah. Section 2, just taking on board what Dan said, section 2 is demonstrating our commitment. We could come up with our own commitment like that. What Bolsover was not following, so even if it's just simple as signposting an armed forces member to a Freedom Project, to a charity, or it's not costing us nothing, is it? Well, Sharon?
I'm saying this because I know years ago Combat Stress used to do things in the Youth Community Centre, and they did different crafts and get-togethers in community centre, and it was somebody from Armed Forces that got people together, and they had a coffee and a tea and a chat, and it was very good for them, and they enjoyed it. But why it didn't last or what have you, I don't know. So probably on that type of lines, if we could provide something for them in community centre, a drop in, where they can talk their problems over and a cup of tea and a chat, and probably get SAFA and all other organisations in, Outfit Heroes and everything, to do it. We could just provide the facilities for something to start for them.
But would we not do that anyway? If somebody came forward, we'd deal, we wouldn't turn them away. But
It's a separate gender issue, isn't it? If they want a room, they can have a room, or if they want to bring it to council. Something what Dan says was stirring. Would you be able to come up with something, or are you willing to come up with? It's about demonstrating our commitment, but we are committed to armed forces. I'm sure we all I am.
Yeah.
This for me is like we'd do it anyway.
Yeah.
For me, signing up to this means that any armed forces out there, at the moment, if one of them came to us off the off chance, and obviously we all would say, what we want, but this gives a proper beam of light for those to say, look, we are here, we can do something for you, and it's signposting that those, then they can come out the shadow and be like, all right, they are doing stuff, and we can mould it how we want to, and I think that's sort of that's what I'm getting out of this, is it's like, sort of a bat signal to the armed forces to say, oh well, Clowne Parish Council have got this thing, to sign up to this thing to help anyone out there who has been, or is coming out, or is in the armed forces, whether it be Navy, Army, RAF, Marines, or Harrows or whatever.
that's armed forces.
Can we put something that we will respect and work with all armed forces, and just something what we'll do anyway, but put that in our commitment. So there is some literature, but it's not. I don't know. I'm struggling with this one.
Well, you just get a certificate, I suppose. Sorry.
Yeah. Put your hand up.
Certificate, I suppose, which you'd have to display somewhere. So.
Yeah. I don't think it's actually doing anything.
I don't think it's legally binding. I don't think anybody come. It is just, as I say, it's a public declaration, public commitment to supporting armed forces, isn't it? I think that's what it's trying to do in a structured way. But I think in practice you probably do it anyway, or a lot of it.
Do we get in touch with SAFA and see what problems armed forces have actually got in this area? If they can tell us through GDPR and workers' commitment around that.
Might be able
Would that be ideal?
Yeah.
That'd be so.
who are they called? Sapper?
Safa.
Sapper.
Yeah.
You might be able to guide you on the path.
Don't know how it was.
Yeah.
Right.
First of all,
Yeah.
S-double-A.
I think.
Got it.
There's
I'll
a
go
poster
with it as well.
with community notice board.
Right.
Wasn't
Might
it
speak to Roy
volunteer?
Simpkins as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fellowship.
Yeah.
So I'd like to put that an amendment to,
Well, you haven't made a motion yet, so it can just be.
is the motion there, the one? Armed forces.
No, there's no, it was just to receive the paperwork and decide how you want to do it, so there's no positive motion. You know, I've not said support it, nobody else has, you've had the debate and you've now got to make your decision.
So do we need a motion to set up, we're going to get in touch with Safa, do a bit more research and then make a
Yeah, I
decision?
think that would,
Yeah.
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 Is everybody all right with
Because
that?
then it's the council's considered view then, isn't it? It's been moved and seconded and voted on.
Yeah,
So I propose it, we've got a seconder,
I'll second it.
all in favour? Thank
Yeah.
you. So on that, we're going to get in touch with Safa
Yeah, Donna Hales, Sanford,
and Roger.
yeah, Fellowship of Services.
This is finished, I think.
Oh, well,
But it's
yeah, but, yeah, Roger's in.
Item 17, consider planning applications made under the Town Country Planning Act.
Can you just restate that and leave it in room?
Oh, I always do, yeah. Councillor Bailey, Councillor Salt, declared interest. And left meeting. Yeah.
Has everybody had a look at these or can we pass them?
Yeah, I've had a
Sorry,
look.
David?
I've had a look.
Yeah.
There's only really one that they're consulting on, the rest are just notifications, aren't they,
Yeah.
previous decisions.
Granted anyway.
So, well, that's,
So 17.1 is where they're consulting, yeah. 17.2, 3, 4 and 5 are decisions that Parish, that the District Council as planning authority have made and just notifying the council on, so they're for information, the others.
so 17.1, no objections?
No.
No?
No.
Thank you.
Is that, yeah, we can move
Yeah.
second,
Yeah.
please.
Move it.
Councillor
Second, please.
Walker,
David,
Councillor D. Dixon.
all in favour? Thank you. We'll get them. We only want. Item 19, creditor accounts for payments. Has anybody had any questions?
No.
No? Proposal, please. Seconder,
Councillor D. Dixon, second Councillor Bosworth.
all in favour?
Thank you.
Thank you. Before we go into confidential, it's for discussion only, but coronavirus. I think we need to, well, I've been thinking about it, I know everybody else has. If it does come, and it's looking like it is, but we can't, well, I don't believe anything I hear, we're going to have I think we need a policy to put in place. If it starts affecting key members of staff, what happens? Who takes the places? Line managers, who's going to direct staff if line manager is. Then we've got passwords for computers, Steve, Kerry, Joanne. If he goes through that office, we've got no access to anything. So we've got AGAR coming up, That's setting statutes, so that's got
Yeah,
to be done.
yeah, that's got to be done. Yeah, we've got the year-end accounts to
Yeah.
finalise, get them audited, get them.
I'm not saying you're going to get it,
Yeah,
but
can't rule it out.
you know what?
Can't rule it out.
Then we've got on a more horrible subject, this probably for you, David, graves. Do we need any more graves? I know it's not nice.
Yeah, but it's a reality, isn't it?
Then we've got cleaners. If there's cleaners are off at community centre, do we close community centre? Can we guarantee it's safe and it's clean? We've got bar staff there.
Well, should we not be taking advice from?
Everybody we possibly can.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But in terms of graves, I think we've got about, this is from top of my head, about 6 left.
Yeah.
That would normally, that could last between 6 and 12 months, 6 graves.
Well, let's just discuss this, but
Yeah.
that's your baby, isn't it? So
Yeah.
that needs to come.
Yeah.
Wages are,
As long as we've got staff to dig them.
that's what
That's what he's talking about.
Well, you've got
I
your
know.
contract currently with Turner and Wilson, they
Yeah.
have several staff, so I mean, they've not expressed any issue, but the contract's up for renewal anyway.
If we just go through this quickly, because sorry.
Yeah.
It's if staff like Stephen and Kerry on say test positive but aren't feeling ill, then you've still got to stay at home. But is it possible to work from home? Anything that you've got, like laptop or anything like that, can it be done?
Yeah, I think as long as yourself.
I'd hate you to sit at home, Steve, not doing anything. You know, that'd be if you're not. Just if you just, if you test positive but feel all right.
I think, yeah. So
I'm just thinking about records on the computer. We might have a data protection issue if somebody else went in.
Yeah.
How do we get round that?
Don't know. But another thing what really, we'll just have a chat. I'll just get them through, and then
Yeah.
so I've just dropped it.
Yeah, no.
Sorry for dropping it on you, but if we can have a
It's an
think
issue,
about
isn't
it.
it? We've got to deal with it.
Wages, staff as it seems when you were ill, Kerry were off, Joanne were off all at the same time. I spent full day on the phone trying to find out if staff were going to be paid. And we need something in place, mate. If staff aren't being paid, they're not on a fortune. They need that money, they're relying on that money, so we need something in place. Let's look after staff, make sure they're getting the money no matter what. We've also got parents. If I'm right, you and Joe, Kerry, it's signatories. If they're both off, we need to go keep running. But I'd also want to
Milton
look.
payroll have got access.
We never sorted the signatories out, did we?
You are, sorry.
We never sorted the signatories out. You know, for the committee,
No,
for the
it needs to
finance
start.
committee.
Things like this we need to think. I know we're not going to get them all out now, but another thing is, how do we support as a community? I'm thinking of people in house on their own. You know what it's like when you're poorly, you want somebody to come make you a cup of tea, but if they're on their own, how are they going to get the food? How are they going to survive? I know it's not down to us.
No, the danger is we're not going to know who has
No.
the virus and who hasn't.
No. But we need this again thing. Sorry, Danny, I didn't
I was thinking, at the end of the day, when it comes to coronavirus, all we can do is follow what the government says, and what's on the .gov website, and just follow whatever they say.
Yeah.
And yeah, alright, might not seem like it's the best thing, but at the end of the day, just gotta follow what they say. Like, RFU are doing it, obviously football have banned their stuff, but they're doing it. All major places are following what the gov say, so when it comes to here, the council, I think we've just got to follow guidelines. You make sure you know what they're saying, so make sure people are washing hands.
Yeah.
Make sure that, you know, they're up to date with everything. You know, if they do have symptoms, make sure they get checked out and or isolate themselves for 7 to 14 days and stuff like that. Just do whatever the protocols are and stick to it. Make sure people know in the community what they are and what is the keep updated with proper information, not false information.
So we've got that in place, haven't we? Sorry, David. We've got that in place.
What's that, sorry?
Website link to governments.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's in place.
Yeah, to the government's advice, and to Derbyshire County Council as well, because the coordinating, because obviously Bolsover and Derbyshire County have got emergency planning powers, so strategically the responsibility for the community response for anything really, whether it's a flood or whether it's something like Corona, is coordinated normally through county